sorry, that's just anti-trans.
But yeah, so I've got a Morgan DuPont video. Trans woman, this is about Jaia Cruz, stabs man to death in Harlem. Her mother calls me. So we saw some of the, this Jaia Cruz's like trans mother. We saw some of their like response to all of this stuff. I did a video on Jaia Cruz around the time it happened, which was like a couple of weeks ago or something like that. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I can talk about this subject this time without people acting like idiots, because it was a right pain in the ass editing the last thing, because I had to keep trying to keep my shit under control. For some reason, talking about murderers did the brings the worst out in some people, which sucks, but there we go. Hi, Toaster Cleaner. Hi. Oh no, you're the only new one. Hi, Toaster Cleaner. But yeah, so we've got, hi beautiful people. In this video, I'm sharing my opinion regarding the murder of a postal man named Ray Hodges by the hands of a trans woman named Jaia Cruz. Committed a crime, and it is my opinion that her actions are caused due to her ego rather than an attempt to defend herself from a dangerous man. We'll have to see, who knows. I've been called by an anonymous individual who claims to be Jaia's trans mother. I think, isn't this person from like the New York area? That's quite scary. I think her name was like Nyla something, but I could be wrong. I'd have to check my own video back, because I read through like Facebook stuff like that. Hi, Nak Trevi. I am very much a natural vegan bodybuilding stream. I'm just very quiet about all of those subjects for some reason. So yeah, I had been called by an anonymous individual who claimed to be Jaia's trans mother. I'm willing to identify herself by name. Let me know your thoughts about this crime, about the phone call. I don't know if we'll hear the phone call, but like, yeah, it seems terrifying. And the person calling, I've seen like statements about the shit that statements from this so-called trans mother. It's quite concerning. But yeah, I have a video on it, so we'll just see what Morgan DuPont has to say. Morgan DuPont, I do apologize.
It's your girl Morgan DuPont back at it again with another video. So I contemplated whether or not I was gonna do this video. Listen, I'm gonna be practicing my First Amendment, which is freedom of speech. And
yes, good, do it.
And if you feel some type of way about what I have to say, I encourage you to start a YouTube channel or get on your own platform and talk your shit. I don't understand why people be feeling so pressed and so bothered by me having something to say. With that being said, for those who know, or for those who don't know, there was a young trans woman by the name of Jaia, and she stabbed a man to death in Harlem. It's been, well, maybe a month ago now. Upon learning that happened, I decided to post a video about it. A video that was deleted after an hour of it being uploaded.
If. By herself or by YouTube?
Some of you probably have seen it, some of you probably did not, and
I've not seen this video she's talking about, to be clear.
The conclusion of that video was that what she did was wrong. Nobody has the right to play God and take away anybody's life. And I was expressing how I was appalled by seeing the trans woman on social media defending this individual, justifying this person. That video was that what she did was wrong. Nobody has the right to play God and take away anybody's life. And I was expressing how I was appalled by seeing the trans woman on social media defending this individual, justifying this person's cruel actions.
Yeah, so we've kind of discussed this on my stream. I didn't watch Jaia. Sorry, not Jaia. I didn't watch Morgan's older video, and it got deleted anyway. So yeah. It's like a Hassan stream. No. If it was a Hassan stream, this would just still be playing and I wouldn't be listening to it. Show me some respect. I'm joking. I love you. How you doing? Porno9, hope you're good.
Found it super disturbing. I keep the same energy for the whole Mangiano situation. Like, I did not understand how there were people excited about a murderer. Anybody to justify someone taking anyone's life, regardless of who that person was.
Right, just behave, please. I don't want to deal with shit today.
Where is your moral compass? Do you have a moral compass? I keep the same energy for anybody who glorifies that kind of act or that kind of individual, because I judge people by their character. Soon after I posted that video of me expressing my disdain about what had occurred, I had somebody randomly call me. They found my work number online and had called me on some rah-rah. And when I picked up the phone, I could tell that the tone of the person's voice, I was like, this is a trans person. So I was just like, hello. And this individual just starts getting all rah-rah. Oh, why are you talking about my daughter? You on YouTube talking about my daughter?
Hey, no one called me. I guess they didn't know. I don't know how they'd get hold of me in the UK anyway. I don't know where my phone number is. I don't have a work number because that would involve having a job. So hey.
Yeah, when you don't know about the story, And she was like really like on 10, and I was just like, I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you an explanation. And she was like, you know, she started to get a little bit loud, and I hung up the phone. I'm not gonna lie, the first instinct was like, what the f is this? I'm not used to this. I just literally posted this video 1 hour ago. And I have a person finding my personal work number. It seems threatening because any person who just finds your number online calls you at the line that's not designated for personal calls instead of reaching out to me via social media or something. Like, I find that to be a threat. It was a bit fear-mongering. It did instill a little fear in me because I was just like, whoa, I'm not used to this. But sometimes, you know, it only takes that one time for you to get the heebie-jeebies out your system and for you to be like, okay, you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, she'll be from somewhere near where this happened. I mean, so getting a call from like the murderer's like supposed family, found family, whatever, like that's probably kind of terrifying. Like it's a bit different to someone like me covering a case in New York from all the way over here in the UK, you know what I mean? Like if that's why she deleted the video, I kind of get it, to be honest. Like that's kind of scary.
If people want to smoke, because
but hey, good on her, like coming out, being like, this person called me and that's not cool. I respect that a lot.
Little old me got something to say, like, wow, that's crazy. I had decided to call this person back because I blocked the number after I hung up. But I was like, you know, let me call this person back. Let me hear this person out. Let me extend some grace. Although this is very uncomfortable that this person, this stranger, this person who is unwilling to reveal who they are, is calling my number. Let me show y'all a little bit of the conversation. You getting my number and calling me is very much a threat. It feels like very much.
I didn't threaten you, baby. I didn't threaten you, baby.
But
I'm just getting someone's number without their permission. That can come off kind of threatening, no? Like, the person calling sounds a bit deranged as it is. Like, Jesus Christ. Sounds like you should have raised your fucking kid better. Sounds like someone should have raised you better for that matter, you know?
But you got my number. I don't know how you got my number. I assume it was through my ad. Yes, I understand. I know, but do you not know that feels very threatening?
No, it feels very threatening.
Yeah, what if someone got this person's number and started calling them up? You know what I mean? Would they not see that as a bit of a threat?
That video, when I seen that video, baby, do you know that people, I follow you, I watch you. I like your pictures, I like your content. Do you understand that? So for me, somebody that I like and I watch and I follow and I support, from Matthew, from
I like you, therefore you should agree with me.
Your YouTube channel, speaking something of a woman of young woman of trans experience. There's a woman of trans experience with SRS and lived through life and escort and speak about this and speak about violence and speak about how scared she is for her life sometimes. Girl, yes, I did call you. Yes, I did. Because to me, that's a gagger. That's a gagger. Baby, I have not had shivers. Like the way that my body shivered when I watched them words come out your mouth broke my heart. You have to understand that you are a public figure.
Weaponizing offense. I'm upset by the things you said. There's no real actual point there. If you're upset by someone saying something, should you not maybe think about what it is that's upsetting you? Why it is that you're upset about someone saying something? Does she not get to speak her own truth? These people are bullies. Yep.
Your words matter to somebody's life. Especially to this life. Especially to straight people. Especially to trans. You have to understand that you are a public figure.
You're a public figure. What? Public figures shouldn't get to say what they think? Like, why? Why?
Your words matter to somebody's life. Especially to this life. Especially to straight people. Especially to
Your words matter. No.
trans people.
Okay, tell me, what do you think that I said was out of pocket or that was wrong, that you feel like was incorrect? Because to my knowledge, from all the reports that are online, you know...
You're reading, my love, you're reading reports.
And I just want to say,
Oh, you read the reports. That's the problem. Okay, amazing, amazing. What are they supposed to think exactly?
I want to say, listen, in this conversation...
Does this person want every trans person to completely disregard any info they get from, like, official sources? I told Morgan she should file a report about this person calling her, not for herself, but for others. It could have been future victim of threats. Yeah, potentially. And if this person claiming to be Jaia Cruz's found mother, kind of seems like maybe they weren't the best influence, right?
I'm trying to hear...
Have a good one, Cassie. Thanks for watching. It's good to see you again.
this girl out. I'm trying to have a place of empathy. I'm too nice sometimes. I'm really
I actually agree. That's a lot more. There's a lot more like charitability than someone like this deserves. Like calling you up randomly about something, you know what I mean?
too nice. I wanted to really understand why this person was calling me. I understand that there's multiple people that are involved because unfortunately, when people do stupid shit, when people do things like a crime, it affects everybody around you, your friends, your family. There is space in my heart for empathy, and I empathize with those who are shocked by it all. But one thing I don't have sympathy for or have a lot of patience for is for enablers and people who are unwilling to see both sides. Blindly take your side just because they know you. At the end of the day, nothing warrants somebody taking anybody's life. So, but I wanted to hear her out.
Come to court.
I mean, I disagree. I disagree with this. If you're being attacked, if you're defending yourself, you might have to take someone's life. These are sex workers and street people. They've got nothing to lose. If you live here, you don't want conflict with them. Yeah, I can imagine, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, this poor Ray Hodges found out. Shit. And it was over basically nothing by the sound of it as well. It sucks. It's awful.
On Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
No, I'm not doing all that. I'm not going to no one's court. I'm not doing all that.
then exactly, my love. You don't care. You're speaking on a problem that you don't care about. To court on Wednesday.
Somebody taking anybody's life. So, but I wanted to hear her out.
Come to court on Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
They were talking about this packing the court thing. I remember reading stuff. I remember, like, there's this, what was that organization called that's, like, taking the name of, like, Marsha P. Johnson's thing. Like, these people have been talking about, like, packing the court for Jaia and stuff. It's like, this person's a murderer. I don't know why you're taking their side like this, but okay. Oh, wait, no, I do. It's because she's trans. Only reason for it. Person acts friendly and nice at first, but quickly starts speaking vague threat. Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess I'm going to find out in a sec. But yeah, there's this really gross organization using Master P. Johnson's, Sylvia Rivera's names. I don't think it's even actually the same movement. I think they've taken the name because that movement itself stopped. Rose of Dawn started uploading again? No, I'm watching an older video. I've never actually watched her before. I mean, I have. I watched her a long time ago when ContraPoints mentioned her. And I was like, oh, she's dumb. She's a turkey voting for Christmas. But I've had a lot of changes of heart. So it's interesting to me to kind of to check back up. I'm not going to be able to find. I had some info on quite possibly the person that is calling Morgan right here. But you'll have to check my Jaia Cruz video.
No, I'm not doing all that. I'm not going to no one's court. I'm not doing all that.
then exactly, my love. You don't care. You're speaking.
That doesn't mean she doesn't care. You're just trying to bend her over a barrel. She's not playing ball. Good. Don't.
On a problem that you don't care about and that you don't care about the bigger.
No, it's not that I don't care. It's actually that I do care, which is why
It's views. What you care about is views and people watching you. That's what you care about. You don't care about nothing else because if you.
Yeah, just uncharitability because this person doesn't have the same view as you. How nice. How nice.
You would have asked for the court. Hey, baby, let me tell you something. I called you for a reason.
What's the difference between a cross-dresser and a transvestite?
I called you for a conversation. I called to hear your point of view. Well, I heard your point of view on social media.
Right.
But I called for you to hear.
And that's why you called me.
And as a woman, like, girl, that's a gagger. For a reason, I called you for a conversation. I called to hear your point of view. Well,
Wanted to hear your point of view. Did you? If you wanted to hear her point of view, why are you getting angry now? And why are you telling her what she thinks? If you want to hear someone's point of view, don't then start telling them what they think. Oh, you don't care, you're just out for views. Nuts.
I heard your point of view on social media.
Right.
But I called for you to hear.
And that's why you called me.
And as a woman, like, girl.
As a woman. There ain't no woman in this fucking... There's no women involved in any of this, but okay, sure.
That's a gagger, my love.
Okay, so can you tell me then? Can you tell me what actually occurred?
You have chosen kids. She was at a store that she goes to 24/7 by her house, on the corner of her house. Okay.
Bearing in mind, there's no evidence that this person calling was there either. So what they're saying here doesn't have any more weight than someone like me commenting on what happened. Someone like Morgan here commenting on what happened. You know what I mean? High confirmation bias, high toast gaming, high average meat vessel. There's probably others. I'll check back. Low level intimidation. Yeah, of course. Yeah. They're not calling to get this person's opinion or anything like that. That's preposterous. You want someone's opinion. You don't then start telling them what they actually think. You're giving them a chance to agree with you at best. You know what I mean? Cross-dresser does it in private, a transvestite does it openly. Maybe.
She's at home, basically, at a store that she goes to all the time. Okay, I have went with her to the store. Okay, my daughter just was attacked this summer by 5 men in that store.
Irrelevant.
They are in jail right now. Right now, in jail, 5 men. She just was attacked.
And what does it have to do with the person that she unalived?
My daughter went outside.
True. Is it his fault that she got attacked, even if that's what happened? Because we're getting a kind of biased source here, no offense. Hi, Get Some 420, hope you're good. Hi, Mr. Clacker as well.
To get food.
I was told that this person has a history of like being happy with the knife. Is that not true either?
That's not true either. You know,
Yep, she was innocent in literally everything, apparently. Listen. There's like videos floating around. There was some crazy fucking Instagram post. I can't remember who by. Again, I have a previous video about Jaia Cruz where I looked into all of this. Unfortunately, these kind of videos, when I do them, they never get many views. Which is a shame because it's stuff that I'm way more interested in than just talking about idiot fucking lolcows like Ethan is online. But hey. But yeah, there's footage of this Jaia Cruz being in a fight. You 100% cannot tell who started it, who the aggressor is. There's definitely assault being carried out on Jaia Cruz. And for that, these people should face consequences, of course. But you do not know who started the fight. Like, there's really no... These people are using, like, very faulty evidence to try and clear her name of something that she clearly did. So what's the point? Oh, hi, Cam. I hope you're good.
The lies.
We all have histories. We all have histories of protecting ourselves. And so I don't know if you live, what type of life you live or what life, you live in the Bronx. You know, somebody could judge you for being a redhead.
I've had people throwing eggs on me. I've had people throw coronavirus on me. I've had people threaten me. Who am I speaking with? Can I at least get your name? Because I'm speaking to, I think I'm speaking to a human being, and this is great. I mean, I appreciate it. I want to know exactly what it is. And
you're speaking to her mother, my love.
Can I have a name?
You're speaking to her mother.
Who's her mother?
You're speaking to her mother.
You know my name. You know who I am. I just feel like it's not fair for me not to know who you are and for me to take your words into consideration when you're not.
Exactly. Like, you're calling me, you're expecting me to have sympathy and empathy and pretty much take down my video. You're practically harassing me.
I tell you what, actually, I saved a bunch of stuff. Let me just, Jaia Cruz. Gotta be around here somewhere. BHIJ. Yeah, okay. So we can, Nyella Love, Nyella. Jaia Cruz's chosen mother. You probably can't see that here. Hang on. I don't know. No, you probably can't see that here. But this is someone called Nyella Love. Can I zoom in? I zoom in? I can. Here we go. If this person is to be believed, then this person is named Nyella Love and has been making posts about this whole thing. This star group. The quote. You can't really see it. I'm so sorry. Now it's worse. I know my child isn't naturally violent. I feel for that young man's family and community, but Jaia didn't set out to hurt anyone that day when she walked into the deli. Okay, amazing. Fuck yourself, the victim, basically. You're the victim? Fuck yourself. My chosen family is more important. Let me just see if there's anything else relevant. I went over all of this. Contact information. And yeah, they had all the pack the court thing. Listen, I shouldn't be showing like contact information, but the problem is these idiots fucking put it on this shit. Like out in public. So like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Ridiculous. But yeah, hang on. And I can't zoom down far enough. But yeah, this person is called Nyella Love. If it's the same person, I don't actually have proof that it is.
The second time around when I was speaking to her on the phone, she seemed chill. She seemed like cordial and she was being respectful. Like she was just genuinely trying to give me her point of view and her side of the story.
I think she's being way too kind, actually. I don't think she's trying to do that at all. I think she's trying to tell you what to think. I think she's trying to tell you how you think. And like, that's a fucking massive red flag to me. When someone starts telling me how I think, that means there isn't a conversation here. There's a one-sided fucking monologue. Hi, Mass Creation Broadcasts.
But at the end of the day, everything that you're saying is really going out the window when you are unwilling to identify yourself.
Yeah, true. Like, you have the basic respect for the other person. But then, I know, you can find out quite easily what this person's name is. If they are that same person, which wouldn't surprise me. They seem to know about all the pack in the court shit because they mentioned it. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that's who we're hearing from. Now there's more details and alleged CCTV indicating the PM, the postman. Wait, there's CCTV? Like, I realize it's just YouTube comments, but like, if you're gonna say there's alleged CCTV indicating the other guy instigated, like, you gotta have proof of that, man. You gotta have proof. You can't just make things up. We have enough of a problem with people making things up, believing crazy shit. Because this person's trans and we believe what we want to believe. Self-defense claim. Ooh. Saw some audience members ejected. Okay, so a bunch of these idiots got kicked out. How nice. How nice. How nice. Hi, Amy Scar. Hope you're good. Hi, Selozny Medved. I'm so sorry if I can't say your name properly. I'll get it one day. Acted in self-defense. I mean, this... I don't know how much this this connects with like the witness statements. You know what I mean? You didn't figure out I was trans by looking at me. It depends what day it is. It depends. Depends how much effort I make, I guess. I don't know. Could not contain their emotions. Yep, we have people who've made up their own mind because they know the person or because the person is trans. They shouldn't be packing this court. They shouldn't be here. They should be finding something fucking else to do while justice gets fucking found. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing anything about... I'm not seeing anything about CCTV. Wait. He rolls up his sleeves, blah, blah, blah. You can see on the video. Where's the video? I guess, do we not get to see it? Is that just for the court? I'm looking into more of the jaia cruz stuff. But like, there's really no evidence for any of this. Like, I put in CCTV, I can't fucking see anything. I don't know. My opinion is people should really Control F. Oh, I mean, I saw the claim here, but what video they're referring to is completely ridiculous. There were witnesses. There's an attempt at witness intimidation. That's why they're back in the courtroom. Yeah, possibly. I'm trying not to jump to conclusions, but it's a possibility. Hi, Ghosty. Hi, Hillary. Hi, Grief Foundation. Hi. Oh, I can't quite see that. Iota? I'm sorry if I'm getting your name wrong, but hi. So yeah, this is a bit nuts. Like, where are we getting any of this from? Nuts. Anyway.
But then you're saying that you're not threatening me.
Why are they reporting it's a woman? That's what they do. That's what they do now.
When you found my number online and called my personal work number online, but you refuse to identify yourself.
You tell me who you are.
If you want to know my name, you can come to the courthouse. We could meet there. We could talk there, and girl.
Oh yeah, come and find me, I'll give you your name. Alternatively, fucking murder you or some shit. Sure, bro, sure. Nasty. This person is not trustworthy in any shape of the imagination. Listen, if some miracle occurs, I say miracle, if somehow Jaia Cruz is more innocent than she seems, this person calling is making her seem way more guilty. Like, fuck me. Jesus Christ. Like Craig Wallace, we're talking about Jaia Cruz, a person who murdered someone.
I'll get on video with you.
Oh, she'll get on video with me, but she's saying that I'm doing this for the views. I think this is.
Yeah, why can't she just say her name? Or they can't say their name or whatever. Like, why not? Why you gotta make this person jump through hoops just to know who the fuck you are when you're calling them? Weird. I've been doing this for a while now. A lot of new crimes committed by women are not actually women, which is raising the rates of violent women. Yeah, true. It must suck for women. It must suck having your demographic be made out to be way more violent than it is because men are women now.
A very important topic, which is why I wanted to talk about it. I just thought it was mind-boggling that there were so many trans women who had a whole lot to say in defense of this individual. Mind you.
Yes, it was gross. Yes, we've gone through this.
Doing research and learning that this individual has a criminal history with using the knife, a robbery, threatening people publicly with a box cutter. It's wild to me.
This is not the story from the guy. We can't hear the story. He's gone. We can't hear him. We only have one person's story.
We only have one person's story. Why are you packing the court then? Why are you assuming innocence? Why are you trying to tell a story that you weren't there for? You know what I mean? This person is nuts. Like, now you're pretending there's nuance. Now you're acting like, well, we don't know the facts. Nor do you. Nor do you. Jesus Christ. Oh, hi, Jan.
It's my daughter or the video. That is it. It's not even the guy of the owner.
And a life lost. And a life lost. She is alive. And the other person is not alive to defend himself.
Yeah, can't tell his story. Is it not a bit ghoulish? Doing this kind of shit? Knowing that you can say what you want about this man now because he will never speak again?
I share your content. I share your videos.
I did that.
And we said, you don't even know somebody.
And what does that mean? Like, you share my videos. First of all, I don't know this individual. This individual's unwilling to even like say who they are. But you expect me to believe that you are a supporter of mine and that you share my videos, which I highly doubt. And at the end of the day, my integrity is not going to sway to the left or to the right just because you are a supporter of mine. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And that's the thing, is that
yeah, things like, I like your videos. That can be used as a way to try and twist your arm. I'm glad that Morgan seems smart and resilient to that kind of shit. Good on her.
people, their integrity is easily swayed, honey, for a little clout, for a little, feeling of belonging, to, have good standing with your peers. That's not how I operate. I judge people by their character, and that's the thing, that there's a lot of people that it always has to be a gender thing, a color thing, a this, a that, and no, maybe it's just a character thing. Maybe it's a flaw in character. Maybe we should just judge people solely on their character and the actions that
this person is actually bringing nuance. The other person is pretending to. Listen, if Jaia Cruz is more innocent than it appeared they were, the person calling right now who says that they're Jaia Cruz's mother is making her look 10 times fucking worse. Packing the court, making it look 10 times fucking worse. These people are insane.
Follow having that character. Sometimes a person just isn't very intelligent. Sometimes a person has mental health issues that they never got taken care of. Some are just entitled, lack accountability.
Somebody a couple weeks ago, they said, "Oh, I don't like that red-haired girl." I said, "Oh, why? She's mad cool."
Well, a lot of people
All irrelevant. All irrelevant. Don't know why we're beating this to death. Got nothing to do with what she's saying about Jaia Cruz, which probably wasn't that bad. I don't know, because the video is deleted, so nice.
don't like me. I really don't care. I don't try to be like, that's not my goal.
And I'm...
Period. That's the difference between me and a lot of you bitches. Is that y'all want to be liked to the point that you guys are willing to stand behind lies, but I'm a person who's willing to speak truth. But because I speak truth, it's a problem.
People defend you.
Yep, and people will assume that you're saying things to placate other people, whether it's true or not. That's the thing about telling your truth, is that lots of people are just not going to believe that that's what's going on. And there's going to be nothing you can say to plenty of them. The energy and mannerisms are so performative. Hey, maybe. I don't know. Maybe some of these people are always like this. Like, I don't know if you've met many, like, gay men. Some people are actually just like this.
I defend you.
Are trans people just allergic to good optics? I mean, optically, this person's coming off fine. They're showing signs of thinking for themselves and not being fucking audience captured, which is great.
I do.
But you defend me, but you don't even tell me your name. Like I don't see the sincerity in that. I feel like you're saying that, but like
I mean that's your like my love. I called you, right?
yeah, you called me. It's a voice.
I called you. Yeah, fucking obviously. What the fuck else happened?
It's a voice. It's an anonymous voice.
I didn't call you and say I have your number. I didn't call you and say nothing like, oh bitch, I find you. I could act like a date. I'm gonna at your door.
Well, I mean, it gave that. You know what I mean? It's very passive aggressive. You called me and.
So you're saying you could have pretended to be a John and show up to my door and harm me? You see, like, the underlying things that people say. So this is your daughter, a person you claim to be your daughter. No wonder why this person is in the predicament that they're in. All this,
Yes, based. Jesus Christ. This person is making Jaia Cruz look potentially so much worse than they are if they're more innocent than it looks. How can they not see this? How can they not see how this is like tightening the fucking vice all by itself without even having had anything to do with this? You know what I mean? Beyond being someone's found mother, which, by the way, there's reasons why found family, it can be fine. It can also be fucking terrible because it really depends on your found family. It really depends what kind of person they actually are. If someone's a fucking psychopath, they're not going to show you that straight away. If someone's a person with violent tendencies, they're probably not going to show you that right away because they want your trust. You have to be extremely careful who you can trust.
I mean, I wasn't trying to, but I could have. I could have came at your door and beat you up for having an opinion that's different than mine. God forbid.
Yeah, exactly. And this person's like, "Oh, come meet me up, and I'll tell you, I'll tell you the name. I'll tell you my name when I'm the one calling you." Nuts. Oh, hi, Killer Miller. What's this person's name? This person's name is Morgan DuPont.
Yo, these girls cannot be serious.
They didn't get that because when you picked up and we talked about this situation, my body really like wasn't shocked.
Narcissism. Why should she care about this? Why is it all about you?
I was like really in shock that I'm having a situation with another person that has a voice and have a platform speaking about my daughter and a woman of trans experience. You're not a cunt. You're not a bitch who was born with a pussy. And a woman of trans situation with another person that has a voice and have a platform speaking about my daughter and a
Yeah, well, this like, you have a platform. She can say what she wants. It's called free speech. You're in fucking America. Dumb fuck. What's this supposed to be doing?
woman of trans experience. You're not a cunt. You're not a bitch who was born with a pussy.
So what does that mean? That I have to just because the person is trans, that I have to.
You know what life is. I'm saying that you experience life. You know how hard it is out here. You should.
Yeah, they're kind of vague. Is it a threat? I'm not sure. Hang on. And then when she has to clarify, it goes off on an entirely different fucking sentence about God knows what.
So what does that mean? That I have to just because the person is trans, that I have to.
You know what life is.
Won't even let her finish, for fuck's sake.
I'm saying that you experience life. You know how hard it is out here. You should.
Yeah, but I also wouldn't ever stab somebody to death.
Then, so you gonna die?
The recording goes on.
I also wouldn't ever stab somebody to death.
Then, so you gonna die?
The recording goes on.
They say you want to die.
Yeah, but I also wouldn't ever stab somebody to death.
Then, so you gonna die? You should.
Yeah, but I also wouldn't ever stab somebody to death.
Then, so you gonna die?
I mean, that's what the captions are saying. I guess we don't know that that's that person saying that about one. You're not a woman born with a pussy, so don't have like one. Jesus Christ. It doesn't have to be a threat, I guess. Maybe they're being like, oh, you wouldn't stab someone, so you'll probably get murdered then. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it's really fucking strange. I was distracted and brought back by, you're not a bitch who was born with a pussy. Yeah. It's all penis havers. Well, People are saying this person had surgery, but were they born that way? No, that's the point of the surgery.
The recording goes on and on and on, and the more she spoke, I mean, she wasn't really saying much. She was just basically saying for me to like just wait till the details come out.
Yeah, why isn't she doing that though? That's hypocrisy. You're making all these claims because you know the person. So like, if you're gonna tell Morgan here to wait for the details to come out, why aren't you doing the same? Why are you packing the court? What are you trying to achieve with this? You're making her look insanely guilty by doing this. Nuts.
I don't know everything. And the truth is that I don't know everything. She had mentioned how she was empathetic on both sides. That is a horrible situation for everybody involved. I took
Yeah, anyone can say that shit. Anyone can say that.
that into consideration because I'm like, it's true. This is very fresh. When I did the video, when I posted the video, it was like maybe 4 days after the incident. Jaia, she has a family that loves her, that grew up with her. She has friends that love her and that have been around her. I empathize with them being affected by
She doesn't claim self-defense. We just read an article that she pled self-defense. What are you talking about?
her decision. But we can't be enablers. We can't be people who are just like, it's okay what she did and pacifying people's feelings just because you think that's the lawyer thing to do. I listened to this girl. She wasn't disrespectful. She wasn't loud with me, during that second phone call. She had
I don't think she's had surgery. She's open about being a sex worker. Maybe. I don't know. I try not to think about stuff like that.
told me that the guy had thrown a drink on her first, threw a glass bottle in her face, and then she wasn't loud with me, during that second phone call. She had told me that the guy had thrown a drink on.
Yeah, this person is telling her what happened. She wasn't there. We've got this supposed CCTV that makes it look a certain way. Where is it? We can't see it. So like, what are people supposed to think? At the moment, it makes it sound like there's a bunch of pretty violent, crazy people sticking up for a pretty violent and crazy person who murdered someone. You know what I mean? The defense argument is weak because the victim wasn't a John trying to off Jaia. He was a postal worker at the deli lunch line. Yeah, they definitely can't claim any of that kind of shit, for sure.
On her first, threw a glass bottle in her face, and then that's when.
Yeah, because I've seen the witness statements. From what I remember, this whole throwing a bottle thing, I think that probably happened from what went on. But that was like quite a way into the actual altercation. You know what I mean? That wasn't the start of it. And that doesn't mean that it's right to throw a fucking bottle at someone. But it wasn't the start of it. You know what I mean?
She had attacked him. And that detail I didn't know about. And I was just like, oh, really? Like, oh, damn. And it really made me feel like, what, I need to take down this video because maybe I don't know all of the details. And then to learn later on, that actually she spit on the guy, which in return led him to throwing a bottle at her.
Yeah, because they're saying that he spat on her, are they not? Hang on. I'm sure someone said that. Was it in the article we read? Give me a sec. Did it mention him spitting on her? Yeah, after the victim berated and spat on her. So they're like putting it back on them. You know what I mean? They're putting it back on them. A claim is made against someone. Just make the same claim back. Literally, know you as a legal argument, I guess. Amazing.
And then she decided to just stab him 7 times, stab him to death. Just being dishonest and leaving.
Yeah, the other thing about self-defense, stabbing someone 7 times is excessive. Stabbing someone a number of times indicates like a rage-fueled attack. If you stab someone once, that's kind of dicey as to whether it's self-defense. Weren't there witnesses? There were witnesses, yeah. I have a previous video on my channel about this. And I listened to at least one witness testimony. Yeah, I'd have to listen back to remember all the details. But the spitting thing, I think the accusation has gone both ways.
Certain details out just to defend your friend in order for me to like change my mind. I mean, it was working. I'm not
like, I'll say what I think. I would be amazed if this jaia cruz person does not get a decent sentence for this. Even if we're saying there was an element of self-defense or that an argument was maybe started by someone else, even though the witnesses are saying it was her. Like, you're stabbing someone 7 times. You kill someone. There's like a witness saying that Jaia Cruz is saying, oh, he deserved it or something. Like, okay, brilliant. 70, no 7. Like 7, just 7, not with a 0.
I'm not gonna lie, it made me feel really bad. I felt like, oh damn, I spoke a little too soon. Granted, I haven't seen the video of what had happened.
I don't even, like, has anyone?
But at the end of the day, there's no justification for a person unaliving somebody, regardless of whether it was transphobia involved, slurs being thrown. You took somebody's father.
Yeah, transphobia is never really a justification for killing someone. Like, are we kidding? Gaslighting is wild. 7 times is overkill. Yeah, that's typical of like a rage-filled kind of attack. And if someone hits you and then you knock them onto the floor, and then when they're on the floor, you continue smacking the fucking shit out of them, you're now an aggressor yourself, even if you were first aggressed on. If you knock someone down because they hit you and then back off and leave the scene away from them, you might have a case. You know what I mean?
Father, somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's friend, and you get to live. I had stopped the recording at a certain point.
True. Where's the sensitivity? Where's the care for the victim who's no longer with us, who can't say anything about this ever? You know what I mean? This person will call up someone like this because they don't like the way it's covered. Have they mentioned the victim like once? Have they said anything? I saw that statement that they made where they're like, my heart goes out to the postal worker, but like, do they give a shit? Like, it's bizarre. They accuse Morgan here of not giving a shit about the case, about what actually happened, when they're the ones making it out that they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Crazy.
Because I was recording because I was on guard and I didn't know this person was trying to threaten my life or whatever else. And so when I don't trust the person, I'm gonna record that ass. I stopped at a certain point because she started pouring her heart out and she started crying on the phone. And
that sounds manipulative to me. Maybe I'm not trusting enough of people. To me, it kind of sounds like the previous attempts to reason with Morgan here did not work. So they start putting on the waterworks, etc., etc. I don't trust people. Maybe that's to a fault, but to me that sounds manipulative. That sounds like something not to trust.
And I'm a sucker for tears. I'm a sucker for, you know,
exactly.
Person who's expressing real pain. And
you don't know if it's real pain. Like someone's crying down the phone. How do you know they're not just pressing their fucking throat a certain way to make it sound like they're crying? You know what I mean? Oh, if I sound really upset about something, I'm not crying at all.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take down this video. I took down the video immediately, and that was that. She didn't reveal who she was. She didn't want to reveal who she was. She told me that she invited me to the courthouse. I declined because I'm not gonna get jumped. I'm not gonna get jumped. Honey, you have these.
And also, what reason would you have to be there?
Girls, these trannies, honey, that are so down for the violence, it's just beyond me. And there's all these trans girls that they're just sharing the same article and saying the same thing. And it's like, I'm telling you, when one person sees a couple people do something, it's like they feel like, oh, I got backup. Let me
Yep, that's how we keep the cult moving.
Repost this too, and let me have a voice. You know, it's like.
Self-defense usually depends on the idea of a credible threat. If someone's unarmed on the ground, you won't get off in self-defense because no threat. Yeah, true. Oh, thank you, Pits Not Pity. Do I get a female or a male Oscar? I hear they're a bit confused about that kind of thing these days.
No, you're a cornball. You lack a moral compass. I've seen some girls say like, oh, he deserved it and all this stuff. Trans folk.
Yeah, some of the shit that I watched. I'm going to say it over and over again. I have a video previously on this. I watched some stuff. I watched stuff on Instagram. I read a bunch of stuff. I saved stuff from like Facebook and that STARR thing. Really quite gross, honestly. Really gross.
Defending the fact that she unalived somebody, that she took somebody's life. It wasn't only her that had called me, the mother of this individual. I had like 2 other calls from random people who.
What would be proportional in a case of physical assault? Well, it depends on the physical assault. If someone throws a punch at you and you push them down and get away from them, then that's probably proportional. If someone punches you first and you punch them back, I guess that's probably proportional. The thing is, someone spits on you, so you get on top of them and stab them 7 times. In what world is that proportional? I'm sorry.
Who were like trolling me and calling me out of my name.
Like, For self-defense, surely, ideally, the way it would work is that you do no more than what is strictly necessary to keep yourself safe and then get out of the situation. Surely that's kind of the standard. Obviously, it doesn't go down like that every time, but that should be, I presume, the standard, right? Like you're not doing more than is necessary, even though you have to technically assault them after they assaulted you first. You know what I mean?
Saying that, better shut up. Cult-like mentality, as if like you can't think for your own, or you can't.
No, most of them can't. A lot of these people are very, very indoctrinated. And it's not just the trans people. It's like the ally types. I watched a Vorsh video yesterday. I'm convinced he does not actually have any of his own opinions on like trans issues. He just defers to people like Erin in the Morning. And it's really not a good idea, it turns out, to defer to other people for opinions on something, like ever. I would rather spend all the time I can to actually understand something for myself. I don't want to listen to another person tell me how something is. Did Cruz get spat on or do the spitting? I thought Cruz was the spitter. It's been alleged both ways. I'm pretty sure the witnesses said it was her, but I don't know. Apparently he threw a bottle or something, but this was during the altercation. But hey, I don't know. It sounds to me like a no-you defense, but to be fair, I don't know the full details. I was not there. Supposedly the CCTV, which people are going around saying exonerates Jaia to at least a small extent, even if she still went overkill. You know what I mean? Erect in the morning. Did she not take a T blocker? Crazy.
Have a voice if it doesn't align with their agenda or what they believe in. And it's like, no, I'm gonna have a voice.
Yeah, and stuff like this happens. You go against the grain. You might get called up by some crazy fucking prick, like that person calling, whose name I think is Nyala Love.
I have a voice. I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm not gonna let people fearmonger me into silence. Hearing a witness that was behind the counter who had mentioned that she cut him in the line and that she was the one who initiated spitting on this man, and then he threw a bottle at her. Like, people are so fake. It's like, if somebody spit on you, are you gonna just stay there and just let somebody spit on you? That's disrespectful. That is disgusting. Then when he got aggressive, then, you know, I'm pretty sure he was saying a couple things to her that weren't very nice and misgendering her and all that stuff. It still doesn't justify stabbing someone 7 times.
Stop caring about misgendering. Everyone, collectively, just stop caring about misgendering. We need to stop with this shit. That shit needs to stop. Stop lecturing people on pronouns. Stop telling people that they have to call other people a certain thing. We need to make this the year of that whole thing being fucking over. Please, I beg you all.
To me, it would have been more of a self-defense story had it been just at least once or twice, but you did it 7 times, which means you were on demon time. You just went.
Thinking of yourself is hard. It's easier to conform. Yeah, and it's easier to see something that sounds and looks good, such as ContraPoints, for example, and watch that and think, oh, this is a person that's done their research. They must know what they're talking about, so I can agree with them. It's a dangerous game. It's always a dangerous game. You shouldn't even really take anything I say as fucking gospel. You should ideally look into things yourself if you really want to understand something. Like, parroting anything I say, parroting anything any other YouTuber says is a dangerous fucking game. Dangerous game.
And I do not wish bad for this girl. I do not know this girl. I think it's unfortunate that she's young. She has a whole life ahead of her. And it's just unfortunate that...
What sort of music do I play? I guess like indie, emo kind of stuff. Hi, Turda Hino Find. Hope you're good. I have music linked in my description if you want to have a listen. Which you all should do. Check the links in my description. Make sure you like the stream. Hey.
It got to this. As cheesy as it sounds, I hope that she seeks God. I hope that she finds God in all of this. And I hope that she comes to terms with what she did and how negative it is, and to try to turn that negativity into a positivity. But understand that, like, when you do the crime, you got to do the time.
I've never seen Contra IRL.
I just feel like a person like that in society, that's very dangerous. That's a very dangerous game to play. It's not like it's like her first rodeo when it comes to like that kind of stuff. So it just...
Bringing a water bottle to a knife fight. Yeah.
Leads me to believe, yeah, I haven't seen any video footage, but regardless of how things occurred, you stabbing someone 7 times there's no justification for that. If you feel some type of way, if you want to touch me, if you want to come at me or whatever it gets to be, listen, and make sure that I'm completely out, honey, because you're gonna end up in that jail with her. But best believe you will lose your freedom fucking with me. So allow me to exercise my First Amendment, my freedom of speech. I hope that Ray Hodgins rests in peace. I send my sincere, heartfelt condolences to his family, to his...
Yeah, where was this other person saying any of this? Where is anyone packing the court? How is the family going to feel as well? You imagine your family member has been murdered, and then you go to court, and there's all these fucking TRAs, all these men dressed as women, showing up, supporting the person that killed your child, or your dad, or your brother, or your sister, or whatever. If there was a video we played at trial, fair enough. I would be amazed if Jaia doesn't get at least a decent sentence. Like, if it was instigated by the other person, then fair enough. But like stabbing someone 7 times, like, fuck. You got to think about that. And like I said, it's just ghoulish, you know what I mean? It's nasty.
Loved ones. I hope that his family grieves in peace. That's the least that...
But how are they going to be able to, you know what I mean? This person's like talking about packing the courts and shit. The Manson trial, did they do that at that? That doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. There's a bit of a parallel there as well. Like, fuck, why didn't you raise your found daughter to not be a murderer? How about that? Or a killer, if you don't like murderer. Whichever, I don't care.
They deserve. I was trying to, speak on a current situation that hit close to home because I am a trans person in New York City.
The internet is horrible when you're a family of a victim of murder. Yep, the story is going to be told over and over and over on YouTube. As to whether it tells it correctly or respects you in any way really depends on the person. Listen, I'm not immune. I watch like true crime stuff. I get it. You know what I mean? Silver Lining's going to end up as Tyrone's wife. Jesus.
This honesty is super whack, and it's just telling about your character as a person for you.
Yes, it's making her look worse. Like, how does this person calling up? I get that they're probably full of fucking male rage and shit. Like, they act on their feelings. And this is the kind of thing that happens. But like, Jesus Christ, you're making Jaia look worse. And that's kind of crazy because she fucking killed someone. You know what I mean? I think I would have had to be institutionalized. Jesus Christ. I'm really sorry to hear that as well. Fucking hell. I don't know anyone that's been murdered. I don't think anyway. I didn't know any, should I say. I joined the Ark. Hope you're good. I had to make sure an entire family has a forever grudge on trans people. Yeah. Terrible, terrible representation. I was a victim of a crime that got posted to gore sites. I can never tell whether you're like laughing as Hillary Clinton or being serious. Anyway.
You to call me to not reveal who you were, and at the same time...
Maybe I need to learn more about Hillary Clinton so I understand whether you're joking or not more often. I tried to send Mucho texto about self-defense in my country, which IMHO could be very interesting for this discussion. I have terrible internet issues and long delay. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. I don't know, leave it as a comment or something if you want. Like I said, I have a previous video about this. I don't know if this will end up as its own video, but hey, no. Hey, who knows?
Be dishonest with me and leave certain details out in order for me to be persuaded to...
Okay, in that case, I'm really sorry to hear that. And I'm sorry if I sounded like I was like downplaying what you went through.
And manipulated. That's what she did. She manipulated me into believing that...
Can't blame the found mother or anything except the actual killer. Yeah, I mean, no one is. No one's saying that this found mother person did anything. But what she's doing now is nuts. It comes across like witness intimidation for sure. It comes across like they're trying to control a narrative. And that makes them look extremely suspicious. Like, they might be completely down with what Jaia Cruz did privately.
This individual was allegedly harmed with a glass bottle first without her having provoked that altercation. For the trans folk out there who got some sense and who got some sanity and some integrity, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. I specifically want to hear from you because I am losing hope in trans people day after day.
Same. I keep thinking I peaked and then it just carries on. I just keep peaking. It's never ending. I don't know where the peak actually is.
After day with the shit that I see. I know that I can't generalize all trans people under being this kind of way. So I know there's a lot of trans folk out there who feel the same and have the same sentiments regarding this subject. And some of the reasons as to why we have lost some of our privileges today.
Yes, why are not more trans rights people talking about this and acknowledging this? Where's the accountability for how these like trans rights initiatives and the way we talk about this kind of shit has caused massive harm to our own shit? You know what I mean? And then you try and speak out about it. You get fucking hate for it. Is Cheryl on the Discord? Yeah. Oh, hi, Insane 101. I'm watching something about Jaia Cruz, but it's like got 8 seconds left on it, so we're gonna move on in a sec anyway. Hope you're good.
So I love y'all. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
There we go. Crazy. This found family of this person seem insane. They're making her seem worse than she might even be, depending on the actual circumstances, because I don't know the actual circumstances. Let me be very clear. Matt Bernstein was apologizing for the Nashville shooter. Oh, wow. That's the first time I've ever heard anything remotely respectable come out of him, if true. For the most part, it seems like he's down with a lot of fucked up shit, quite frankly. But hey, I don't know. I'm not talking about that fucking idiot right now. But yeah, there we go. Morgan DuPont.